What is up, guys? Welcome to my 2021 Super Nintendo collection video. I'm really excited to present this collection to you guys. It has grown a lot in the past year, and before I even get into this, I want to thank that particular person that has helped donate so many awesome titles to this collection, that has helped it grow. You know who you are, and thank you so much for everything. This is amazing. It really is. I never thought I'd have so many box games. But anyway, first up, before we get to the games, we're going to get into accessories and systems, boxes, and other assorted goods. Alright guys, this is my original Super Nintendo that I got back probably 1992, 93. And actually it came in a box similar to this. This isn't my original one. But thankfully I was able to get this one for really cheap. It is the Zelda edition one that has just the Zelda sticker. It's essentially the same as the regular edition control set. Just came with the one controller. Then you have the one that came with two controllers, which is the Super Mario World one. All these are empty. I mean, this one has like some manuals and stuff. But on top of there, we have our Super Nintendo Classic Edition, and then the Super Nintendo Junior, which came out later. And now, thanks to my friend Boo Tedesco, I have a Superboy to play Super Nintendo games on, handheld-wise. Alright guys, for your accessories here, you got your standard edition Super Nintendo controller. We got like a turbo one. Pretty cool. I also have the Super Scope, but it's missing the scope and the receiver, so it's pretty much useless, but I have the manual. And probably one of the best accessories for the Super Nintendo is the Super Game Boy. There's the back there, pretty beat up, but put your Game Boy in there, plug it into your Super Nintendo. Awesome. So, very cool stuff. Alright guys, here's some manuals that I have that are loose that I don't have a game or a box for, but hopefully we'll complete one day. Especially these bottom row here. And then I have some posters for various games and just Super Nintendo stuff. Here we have some strategy guides and just a couple of my favorite Nintendo powers with some of my favorite games like Link to the Past and Super Mario RPG. Alright, that does it for all the accessories. Let's get into the games. Alright, first up, The Adventures of Dr. Franken. Aerobiz. Aero Fighters. Not the real one, but I can still play it. It's fun. Aero the Acrobat. American Gladiators. The Animaniacs. Arcana. The Art of Fighting. Batman Forever with the manual. Battle Blaze. Battletoads Double Dragon. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Bugs Bunny and Rabbit Rampage. Captain America and the Avengers. Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Queso. Chuck Rock. Clay Fighter, pretty beat up, but I do have the manual. Cool Spot. Cool World. Recent acquisition, Cybernator with the manual. D-Force. Disney's The Jungle Book. Disney's Timon and Pumbaa. Donkey Kong Country 2 with the manual. And Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie's Double Trouble. Draken. Next up we have Earthbound. ESPN National Hockey Night. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, kind of a beginner RPG. One of the best beat 'em ups on the system, Final Fight with the manual. Final Fight 2, got that from my man Manny. F-Zero, one of the best racing games on the system. Mickey Mouse and the Great Circus Mystery. Hardball 3. Hyper V-Ball. The Itchy and Scratchy game. The Jetsons Invasion of the Planet Pirates. Kind of cool that was like a blockbuster run. Arguably one of the best sports games on the system. Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run. Next up we have Kirby Superstar. Good one here, guys. This one is Knights of the Round. We have Lagoon. The Lord of the Rings Volume 1. Madden 95. Gotta have your Maddens, right? So I have Madden 97 as well with the manual. Megaman Soccer. Very beat up copy of Megaman X, but I have a really nice clean manual. One day I'm hoping to upgrade that. Metal Combat. I believe this is a Super Scope game. We have Mortal Kombat. the Sweat Edition, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3 with the manual. Up next we have Miss Pac-Man, MTV's Beavis and Butthead with manual, Natsume Championship Wrestling, NBA Hang Time, NBA Jam, NCAA Basketball, NHL 94, NHL 95, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures with the black and white manual, Pilot Wings, Pink Goes to Hollywood, and we have a good one here, guys. This is Pocky and Rocky. Next up is Populous, Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday, Revolution X, Music is the Weapon featuring Aerosmith. We have Ren and Stimpy Time Warp, Ren and Stimpy Vivians, Road Runners Death Valley Rally, Rock and Roll Racing. We have Romance of the Three Kingdoms 4 Wall of Fire, Samurai Showdown, Scooby-Doo Mystery, SOS. Next up we have Spider-Man and the X-Men Arcade's Revenge, Star Fox with the manual, and then we have another pretty good racer here, Street Racer. I have the manual for that one. Up next we have Baseball Simulator 1000, Super Godzilla, classic here, Super Punch-Out with the manual, Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, very hard games, Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World, and then we have just your regular single line text of Super Mario World. This came packaged with the system, and then you have the one that came on its own in the box. Hard to find that box, funny enough though, but that has 2 lines of text. And then you have the Super NES Super Scope 6, Super Troll Islands, Suzuka 8 Hours, Tasmania, Tecmo Super Bowl, Tetris and Dr. Mario, and then Tetris Attack. We have Tiny Toon Adventure Busters Bust Loose, Top Gear, Toy Story, Ultima the False Bound Prophet, Warlock, Weapon Lord. We have We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition, Wing Commander The Secret Mission, Wizardry 5 Heart of the Maelstrom, I believe, Wordtress, WWF Raw, WWF WrestleMania the arcade game, X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, and then the last game here is Zombie Ate My Neighbors. Alright, now, the true stars of the show. Let's get to those box games. Okay, first box here is the 7th Saga. I was donated this by my good friend that chooses to remain anonymous. This is an RPG, kind of a difficult RPG, but glad to have it. Next up, we have the Acme Animation Factory. Still need to play this one, but looks like a lot of fun. Once again, this one another gifted one to me. ActRaiser. Alright, so this is a awesome game where you kind of SimCity aspect to it, but also side-scrolling fun. But yeah, glad to have this one complete. Although the front of the manual needs some work. Next up is the Addams Family. This is actually an upgraded box that I got. I had this game before, but thanks to my friend, I now have a much better copy. So thank you to him. Next up we have Pugly's Scavenger Hunt. Another Addams Family game here. And yeah, I still need to try this one out. We have Addams Family Values, the third one here. Pretty much all the Addams Family games here were donated to me, and still need to try this one out as well. And still need manuals for all of them. Well, at least the last 2. And then we have the Adventures of Mighty Max. Just the game and box only. Next up, Axelay. This was one I acquired earlier this year, and it is a very fun shooter. One of the best on the system. Next up is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. This is a very fun, well done version of Batman and Robin that goes off of the animated series. And then you have Batman Returns, which is one of the best beat-em-ups on the Super Nintendo. I really enjoy playing this game, especially throwing guys into plate glass windows and stuff. That is complete. Next up we have Biker Mice from Mars. I was so happy to get the box for pretty cheap this year. I was able to get the stickers off of it. But this is a great racing game, and I'm so glad to have it complete. Biometal. Now this was an interesting shmup. It has some funky groove music that goes along with it, but it actually is pretty fun, so you need to get a manual. Blackthorn is next here, and this one is a cover-based shooter, and it's a pretty fun game. Next up we have Blazion. Got a really good deal on this early this year. I'm so happy to have it. Pretty unique shmup where you freeze the enemies and can use their powers, so pretty neat. Almost like a Megaman aspect to it. And yeah, have that complete with the poster. Next up is Breath of Fire. Another really good, solid RPG. Really glad I was able to complete this at the tail end of last year. So yeah, moving on to Breath of Fire 2. Another awesome RPG there that I bought for my friend Shad. I'm glad to own it in the collection and can't wait to play it. And it is also complete. Another one I picked up last year was Castlevania 4. Super Castlevania 4 to be exact. One of the best games on the system and one of the best Castlevania games. And then of course I have Castlevania Dracula X. Once again, this is a little worse for wear here, but I'm glad to have it complete nonetheless. Tear on the label, but I'm happy to have it. Then we have Chrono Trigger. This is footage from last year's one because I'm having a friend borrow my copy of it. He's a good friend, so yeah. But I'm glad to have this one complete. But yeah. And here are the posters. There's 2 posters in there, double-sided. Next up is Contra 3: The Alien Wars. So I was able to get this one completed earlier in 2020, and I'm so happy to have it. I was looking for the box manual for it for a little bit of time. Next up was Chester Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. This is another of those that have been gifted to me. Very happy to have it. We have Daffy Duck, The Marvin Missions, yet another one. That was a gift. And one day we'll get a manual for that. Darius Twin, very cool shmup on the system. I'm glad to have the box and manual for it now to have it complete. Yeah, we have Demon's Crest. Oh my goodness, I played this one early this year, and I'm in love with this game. This is one of the few games I completed in 2020, and it's a fantastic platforming game with some RPG elements. Dennis the Menace. Still have to play this one, but this is another one that was gifted, and I'm very happy to have in the collection in such good condition. Just need a manual. Donkey Kong Country, one of the best games, again, on the Super Nintendo. This is the only Donkey Kong Country that I actually played through, and I love it. All the platforming action that takes place. Doom. Alright, this was a Mercari snag one night, very late at night, and I got a good price on it. Very happy to have that red cartridge and complete. Doomsday Warrior, another one that was gifted, and this one is a fighting game on the system. Look forward to trying it out. Double Dragon 5, The Shadow Falls. This is another fighter on the system. Don't know how good it is, but I'm glad to have it at least. We have Bram Stoker's Dracula, another boxed game that was sent to me. This one I still need to play, but looks like a lot of fun. Next up is Dragon View. Dragon View is a RPG sequel to Draken. I've given it a little bit of play, and it's actually really fun. I enjoy this one a lot, and I'm glad to have it complete in box. Okay, next one up is Eek the Cat. This is an adventure game, or a platformer game, where you're trying to prevent Grandma from falling off ledges and stuff, almost like Lemmings in a way. We got the Exertainment Mountain Bike Rally game here. Yeah, one of the weird games that come with a weird accessory, the bicycle attachment. Next up, we got Final Fantasy II. So happy to get this game in the collection. I've had the game for a long time, but not in complete in box. But there's even more. This is a very special copy that was signed by Nobuo Uematsu, famed composer for the Final Fantasy series. So really happy to have that. Then I have Final Fantasy III complete in box. Again, I was very happy to get a complete box copy. I've had the loose cartridge for so long, and this is actually one that I still need to play, believe it or not. And I have the maps for this one too. We have Fire Striker. Once again, this is just the box only. Looking to complete this hopefully this year, but we'll see. Next up we have the Flintstones, apparently based off the movie there. But yeah, we have that with the cart and game, or the game and box. Gradius 3. Gradius 3 is an awesome, another awesome shmup on the system that I ended up getting a couple years ago. Really like this one. We have Home Improvement. This one's actually a pretty uncommon game, very uncommon box, and even more uncommon manual, which isn't even a manual. It just says, real men don't need manuals. Next up we have Hyperzone. So Hyperzone, I found this at Goodwill years back, and still need to play this one. And of course get a manual. We have the Ignition Factor. Ignition Factor, still need to try this one out. Looks like fun, but I'm not sure. Illusion of Gaia, it's a RPG, of course. One of the holy trinities of these action RPGs. But yeah, still need to get the manual for that one. But I have the map. We have Imperium. This one is a very unique shooter as well, where your shots will level up as you destroy enemies. Not the best on the system, but it's still a lot of fun. The Itchy and Scratchy game. This is another one that was gifted to the channel. I'm really happy to add this to the collection. Still need to play through this one though and get a manual. Judge Dredd. This was another gift here, and yeah, it looks like the movie, and just need to get a manual for it. Jurassic Park. The chaos continues. For this first one is kind of being a little bit harder, but the second one being a little bit better. We have Kid Clown and Crazy Chase. Never had heard of this game. Sounds like another adventure platformer game. Killer Instinct, one of the best fighting games on the system. So happy to get this completed this year and get my copy of Killer Instinct Killer Cuts back. King of the Monsters. This is another loose box. I'm looking to get the game and manual hopefully sometime soon. Also, we have King of the Monsters 2. Thankfully, I do have the game for this one, but I will need to get the manual. This is kind of like a good fighting game. Yeah. Krusty Super Funhouse. One of the better, what I heard was one of the better Super Nintendo games, or Simpsons Super Nintendo games. Need to try this one out still though, but I have it complete. Legend. Legend is a pretty fun beat 'em up brawler on the system. Character sprites look beefy, and it's a lot of fun, but they do move a little slower. And then we have the box for The Legend of Mystical Ninja. It's just a box and the manual only so far, but hopefully this year I'll be able to get the game because that's one of the best on the system. Next up we have The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. This one has the cellophane still on it. Really happy to have that. Have my original manual and Top Secrets Guide. We have Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, another RPG on the system. Hopefully get the second one soon enough, but it is complete, and really happy to have it. And here is the map that comes with it. And then we have Madden 98. This came in all free and a lot that I got, but still need to complete it. So then we have a Magic Sword. This one's kind of like a gauntlet-like type game, hack and slash. So look forward to giving that one a shot. This was the other game that came in that lot, so Mario Fun with Letters. Yeah, I need to get that one completed as well. Mario Paint. I didn't realize how fun this game actually was until I actually started drawing with the mouse and mouse pad that comes included. It's actually a lot of fun, more fun than what I thought it would be. So happy to have this in the collection for sure. Next up is Mario's Time Machine, another that was gifted to this channel. Very nice condition box. Still need the manual for it. Not a very fun game though. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Still need to try this one out, but nice box and game. You just need the manual. Megaman X2. Got this one earlier this year. Not in the most pristine of shape, but happy to have this one in the box. Once again, I need the manual for this one, but I'm happy to have the box right now. Then, of course, my pride and joy here, Megaman X3. This box was sent to me for free by Mr. Tightwhite, and happy to have it. And I got a really nice manual at Second Charles. There we go. Then we have Metal Marines. This one is a RTS on the system. Very interesting game. Still need to check it out though. Next up is Metal Warriors. This is one of the best games on the system. I feel like I keep saying that, but this one it legit is. Made by LucasArts. One of the robots even has like a lightsaber. It's very fun platforming action game. Might and Magic 3 Isles of Terra. This is just the box only. Same person I bought the Fire Striker from. Need to get the game and manual for it. Monopoly. Monopoly is, well, Monopoly. I have that one complete in the box with the black and white manual. We have Nobunaga's Ambition, just the box and inserts inside here. Hoping one day to complete that one and maybe get that sticker off the front. Nosferatu. Now this one is a very rare game. Still on the hunt for the game itself. Very hard to come by just for the game only. So one day I'll hopefully complete that. And it's missing the front cover of the page of the manual. We have Ogre Battle and the March of the Black Queen. This one is a very fun grid-based tactical game for the system, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. And I'm glad to have it complete. Outlander. Outlander is actually a pretty fun action game on the system. I still need to try that one out though, but it looks like a ton of fun. We have Phalanx with one of the most recognizable artworks on here with the spaceship flying past the old man with the banjo. This is a really fun shmup though, by the way. Definitely worth playing. Pitfall, the Mayan Adventures. This is another box that was donated to the system, my collection. Very happy to have it and just have it complete. And Plock, another one. This one is a very fun platformer game on the system, kind of like Mario, but a little bit tougher. We have Pocky and Rocky 2. So happy to add this heavy hitter to the collection this year. I know the box isn't in pristine shape, but I am so happy to have these games. These are really fun, almost like shooter kind of games, but like almost run and gun type. So very fun to have that. Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia is like a platforming game here, and I look forward to giving that one a shot. Radical Rex is another one that was donated to the channel as well, I'm not sure how it plays, but I'm definitely happy to have it and add it to the collection. Next one is Rocko's Modern Life. I used to love that cartoon on Nickelodeon. I only saw it a few times, but definitely look forward to playing through the game and recapturing memories. R-Type 3. This is one of the absolute best shoot-'em-ups of all time. This one is a fun one, but it is extremely hard. Luckily, it has save points, so. Run Saber. Added this one just after my last collection video last year. Very fun action game. Kind of like Strider, where you hop around and use your sword and crazy attacks. Very glad to add that to the collection. Sequest DSV. This one is based off a TV series from the early 90s, and yeah, it's alright. Secret of Evermore, another RPG on the system. Still need to finish Secret of Mana, but anyway, this one is a fun RPG as well, a little bit different though. Secret of Mana. Now I had another copy of this that was a little bit more sun-faded, but I'm happy that I've gotten a better box and manual since, and I even have the poster, which is here. So that's the front and the back. Shadowrun. Shadowrun is a cyberpunk RPG that I look forward to delving into. It's completely different from the Genesis version too, apparently. So I'll have to track that one down too, one day. Soul Blazer. This is in the same trilogy as Illusion of Gaia, another action RPG, running around and defeating monsters. Look forward to trying that one out and getting a manual for it. So we have Space Ace. I have not played this one yet, but look forward to trying it out. But yeah, we have the cart and box. Space Megaforce. Space Megaforce is one of the absolute best shmups out there. It's from the Aleste series, the same people that did Musha and whatnot, and this is an amazing shooter. Next up, Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage. This is one of the better beat-em-ups on the system. Still need to give it a shot though myself, but I am happy to add it to the collection complete. Star Trek Futures Past. Definitely love my Star Trek series, especially the Next Generation, so I'm glad to add this one to the collection, complete. Next up we have Stone Protectors. This one is, I got a good deal on the box and manual. Still looking for the game though, and look forward to playing this one. Street Fighter 2. This one is in immaculate shape, this box and everything inside. One of the best fighters on the system, obviously. So happy to have it so complete. Sunset Riders is a fun action game on the system, especially like playing co-op. We added this one just last year, and really happy to add it to the collection complete. Super Adventure Island. Still need to play this one, the first one, and need to get a manual for it, but happy to add or have this one in the collection as well. We also have Super Adventure Island 2, which I added this past year in 2020. This one has more RPG elements to it, so I've definitely enjoyed what I've played so far of it. Super Alfred Chicken. Don't know much about this one. Still need to give it a shot, but definitely glad to add this one to the collection this year. This was another one that was donated to the channel. So was this one, Super Bomberman 2. This is just the box and the manual, but that box is in pristine shape, so very happy to have it. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, one of the most notoriously hard action platforming games on the system. I've only played a little bit because it's too frustrating. Then Super Mario All-Stars. Obviously this one has Mario 1 through 3 and then the Lost Levels. This is a really fun Mario game if you want to relive the NES classics. And I'm happy to have it complete. Super Mario Kart. This one is obviously one of the great racers on the system, and still fun years later. Super Mario RPG, my favorite game of all time, favorite RPG of all time. Definitely the box is in the best condition, but I'm happy to have it complete. And that is my original cartridge from when I bought it at Funko Land years ago. And then I just got this one this year. This is the Japanese Famicom version of it. So very happy to have both variants. Up next we have Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. One of the better boxes in the collection here. Very happy to have it. Still need to play through this one. Apparently people like this one maybe more than the first one. Super Metroid. This was a big one that I was able to get this year. I was so happy to add it complete in the box. It does have that little viewing window there on the back, but it is complete, so very happy to have that. Supernova, this one is a more recent one. Another shmup for the system. Very nice condition box. I think it was from the Darius franchise. Super Return of the Jedi. Have this one in the box. This was donated to the channel as well. Very happy to add that one to the collection, even though these are notoriously hard games. Super R-Type. This is a very nice condition box that I got off Mercari. Very happy to have it complete with the poster too. There it is. Super Turrican. Super Turrican's like a very fun run and gun, almost similar to Contra. Have a lot of enjoyment with this one, but there's a lot of platforming with it too, so very fun game. And Super Turrican 2 focuses less on the platforming and more on the run and gun, and it is so fun. I'm so glad that I added this one to the collection earlier this year in 2020, this past year in 2020. Turtles in Time, Turtles 4. This is one of the best beat-em-ups, if not the best beat-em-up on the Super Nintendo. Have a lot of fun with this every time I play, especially with someone else. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Another LJN game here. Maybe not as good as the Maximum Carnage, but glad to add it to the collection. Thunder Spirits. This is Thunder Force 3 on the Genesis. And it's a little bit different, some little subtle differences, but yeah, glad to add that one. We have Time Slip. Still have to try this one out, but it's a very nice condition box and game. Look for that manual again. 10-star. 10-star is a really good game on the system. Maybe not one of the better ones, but it's still a fun one on the system. Where you control this robotic sheriff. Uncharted Waters, a Koei game. So these are very in-depth, like strategy kind of games. Look forward to trying them out one day when I have some time. The Untouchables, still need to try this one out as well. Very nice condition box, once again, that was donated. Very happy to add this one to the collection. Ritual Bard, another one that was donated, and this one is, you know, in fairly good shape, pretty good shape. Still need to get a manual for it, but I am happy to add that one to the collection. Wario's Woods, this is one of my oldest boxed games. I got this from my mom years ago for maybe like a birthday present. Very fun puzzle game, if you ever get a chance to play it. Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition, my only sealed Super Nintendo game. Yeah, so that's cool that it's sealed. Wild Guns. This one was one of my crazy purchases before. Definitely not the best box, but it is a legit box, and I'm so happy to have it complete. Never thought I'd have this one in the collection. The Wizard of Oz. So we have the Wizard of Oz here. Decent shaped box, and we have the cart as well. Happy to add that one to the collection. Wolfchild is another one that was donated with that one. And I heard this one's a pretty good game. I still need to give that one a try as well. World Heroes, another fighter on the system. Yeah, I still need to try that one out. And we have the sequel, World Heroes 2. Yeah, need to try these fighting games out. Next up, we have Ys 3, Wanders from Ys, which is a action RPG. Still need to give this one a shot, but got the box earlier this year. And we have, finally, Zoop, which is a puzzle game on the system. A lot of fun, definitely worth checking out. Thank you guys so much for watching my 2021 Super Nintendo collection. I really hope you enjoyed it. I can't believe how many box games I've been able to add to the collection, and I mean, in a respectable amount of loose games as well. It's definitely my goal to try to complete as many Super Nintendo games as I can and play as many as I can. So I would love if you guys in the comments would recommend any of the ones that maybe that I showed or some that I haven't added to the collection just yet. Let me know which ones are some of your favorite Super Nintendo games. Please feel free to comment below, and you can feel free to rate the video, and if you're new, subscribe. I update, at least a couple times a week generally. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.